Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Just it's more natural anyways. We're like
Yes.
the natural gym flow.
Yes. Hello, welcome back to our red couch. We have one of our newest yoga instructor. Okay, I'm gonna try not to butcher your name.
No, we're not going to butcher it. It's Elias.
Elias.
Can we say it right? Can we
Yep,
say it
that was
right?
perfect.
Yeah,
That was perfect.
we
Heck
said
yeah.
it. Elias.
Good job.
It's not
Good job.
Elias, it's Elias.
And I will do better to correct people.
Yes, correct them, please, because I think everybody's like, Elias.
That was me. I'm like, oh, we're interviewing Elias.
Yeah.
And then thank you, Marlene, because you were like, it's not.
You're saying it wrong.
There will be no confusion moving
Yes.
forward.
You're like, what are you talking about?
I am so excited to interview you because really, I kid you not, I just introduced myself to him maybe like a couple minutes ago.
Mhm.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited you're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it's super fun. I'm really excited to do this.
To get to know you
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And have
Yeah.
everybody get to know you too.
Absolutely. We're going to just start off really easy, and we just want to know who you are.
Yeah. So I have been coming here for about a year. I've been taking yoga for like 10 years through all sorts of different things. I've done it on my own, and I think what brought me here was the yoga classes. So that's been a really fun journey to like go from being student to instructor. Outside of here, I'm a physician assistant. I work in cardiology. So I talk about exercise and diet all the time because I think it's so important. And yeah, for people who are just like, yes, I know I gotta exercise, and I'm just like, I exercise all the time. They're like, yeah, we get it, man.
Because you don't understand.
It's so
Get your
important.
booty
It's so
in there.
important. Yeah.
And do it.
How much booty yoga have you done lately?
A lot. You guys are witnessing our
Yeah.
kids club coming in right now. Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
how's it going?
So that's cool that you're able to like, you were able to start off as a client, student,
Mhm.
now you're an instructor. That's
Mhm.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I love working out. I just feel so much better when I work out, and I do like some Spartan races and stuff every so often. So it's good to like,
Nice.
Yeah.
this is like perfect for that because it's a lot of like both endurance and then also just like bursts of strength that you
I
have to
actually
just
want to
pull
do one, but
something.
I'm nervous.
Really, it's super fun. Like
Is it?
honestly,
Okay.
like I think like especially if you come here like a 5K, you could definitely do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
That's what I was
yeah.
telling her. I was
Mhm.
like, you underestimate yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, no, we did the 5K for Spring Valley Lake.
Yeah, but I think it's
Yeah.
just different because you have like my sister was trying to get me into one, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, I haven't trained because it's literally I think next week. She says it's like a 5K, but it's like 17 obstacles. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's like, most of them, like, they count a bunch of different stuff. Like, you'll be, like, climbing over a wall or, like, going under some barbed wire or something like that. Like, stuff that you don't need to train for. And then there's certain stuff, like, where you have to, like, drag a plate or carry something or, like, the rope climb is always hard for everybody. So
I have
they pretty
no
much have it
upper
every time.
strength,
Yeah.
like-
We're working
But
on
you
that
can always,
body.
they always have, like, if you can't do it, then you can do, like, something else. Like, it'll be
Okay.
either, like, a lot of times, like especially for the 5Ks, they just have like an extra loop that you have to walk or run, and then for like the competitive ones, you have to do burpees most of the time, like 30
Of course,
burpees.
burpees.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's
loves
brutal. It is brutal.
Yeah.
When you're tired and you're like 17, 18,
Yeah, see, I die. I'm not
it's
a
pretty
burpees
intense.
fan.
You start to lose count, and then you're like, I was at 19,
What
right?
number was that?
Please say I was at
Wait,
19.
would you have to start over again?
No, I mean usually there's someone watching, so they'll just be like, just keep going.
Oh,
you're doing good.
What if they
Yeah.
forget where you're at?
Yeah.
Right? Or just
I'm
like,
like,
you
I
need
know
more,
I did
10
20.
more.
I think they're not too like strict. I mean, maybe for the competitive ones they are,
Yeah.
like for the really competitive people, but like they're not super strict. Like they just want to see you're putting in the effort
Yeah.
because it's
Okay.
just like part of the race.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's part of the
Okay.
challenge, which is fun. And
Challenge
that's like
accepted.
only honestly like when you get to the end, you're like, I can't believe I did that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
definitely
good.
worth going for once.
We have to try
We
it.
have
Yeah.
to try one.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
do one.
Challenge
Yeah.
accepted.
Yes. So the next question was, what brought you to the studio? And I know we talked about it a little bit right now. And what made you want to become an instructor? And
Yeah.
if you could add in there the candle story, because that I feel like just brings everything together.
Yeah.
Like how it started. Like, well, go
Well,
ahead.
Well, so So like I actually came here because my wife was coming here. So she was looking for Pilates. Like that's what she wanted to do. Like she would go into another gym and then they changed all their hours, so she couldn't do it. And then so she found Pilates classes here, and then she like took Carla's booty yoga class, and she was like, I love this place. She's like, there's a free week, you should come with me. And I'm like, I'm not doing booty yoga, are you kidding me? And I went to Carla's class, and it was awesome. It was just like, it was like super intense. It was like both yoga and strength, and it was like, she kept it like really fun. And like, you know, everyone in there is having a good time, which just makes it more fun to do than doing squats by yourself at home, which is what I was doing at the time.
No.
But like, so for the free week, I just like literally tried everything. I was like really excited. So we did like spin, I did the yoga, the hot roots yoga, and I think I did like hot sculpt too. I think we did like spin and hot sculpt back to back doubles, and just like, I just loved the intensity, and I loved I loved like all the difference in the classes, you know, and that's what I still like too. I just switch it up every so often because I'm like, man, I'm just tired of doing spin. I don't feel like doing it. I'll do more strength training classes.
And that's what we were talking
And there's like
about
tons of
earlier,
options.
Too, that's what the studio offers.
Mhm.
Like it's a little bit of everything for everybody,
Mhm.
so you're able to change
Yeah,
it up.
there's a lot of variety,
Yeah.
you know, and pretty much like whether you come in the morning or in the afternoon, like, or if you're free I'm not free in the middle of the day, but there's a ton of classes in the middle of the day as well. And there's just like plenty, you have like tons of options. If you're like, you're not just like, I have to do strength training because that's the only class that's available. There's almost always a different, like an alternative, and they're usually like both pretty full. So the classes always have a lot of energy. Yeah. So, so like I ended up like, I was doing spin, and I'm walking down the hallway, and we see there's like a poster, and it says like yoga instructor training, and my wife's like, oh, you should do like, if you want to do this, and I see, and Vinny's sitting up at the front, and he's just like, hey man, he's like, yeah, just join us for the class, it'll be fun, you'll learn more about yoga. And then so I told him, I said, well, the funny thing is, every year, like on New Year's Day, we get one of those like votive candles, and then we write our aspirations. They're not New Year's resolutions, because it's just like what we want to do, right? There's not this like, I have to do this because it's like, I'm going to change my life. It's not, you know, it's just for fun. You know, I want to do these things because I think it'll improve my life, or I'll have fun doing it. And so I just wrote yoga teacher.
I love it. Oh my
So,
God.
so it's like I signed up for the class because I was just like, you know, like, if nothing else, like I love doing yoga, and I would love to just learn more. And like Vinny's an awesome teacher. I would love to learn more from him, and to like kind of see what it's like to teach a class. And then like a couple classes in, he's like, hey man, I think you're ready. And I'm like, really? Like, I don't, are you sure? Like,
I would
he's just like, no, you're ready, man. I'm like, okay, awesome.
I would watch you. I think it was more you, because I didn't see your wife that much. I think I saw your wife more in spin.
Mm-hmm.
But I would always remember that Vinny would come and correct you on different moves, but you just glided.
I know.
You were just like nothing. I was like,
I was like,
God,
he's a
man.
yoga.
I go,
That's
what
it.
did I like that? I'm
thing
still
is-
shaking moving
Yeah.
different ways.
That's kind of, I guess that's what kind of makes it fun, because you do a lot of the same poses every time, but I just feel like making it like a little bit more graceful every time is just kind of like part of your flow, and it's like, and you kind of get lost in it when you're doing it.
You do.
Yeah. So that was really fun. I mean, I finished up the instructor training because I was like, no, I need to learn more. And like,
How was the instructor training for you? You did it
It-
online, or
no. So it's through so Vinny does it through the school, through
Okay.
the gym. So I did like his instructor training, and I actually would like to do like the 200-hour like yoga teacher training to get the full
Yes.
certification, and again like to learn more, because it's just like, I feel like teaching classes now, I'm like hungry to do like new stuff all the time, you know? I don't want to just do the same exact flow every single time.
absolutely.
Like, you want to keep elements so that people can improve each time, but it's like, it gets boring if you just do the same thing over and
Yeah.
over and over again.
Agreed.
So it's like, it's fun to like throw in new stuff. And I did something on Sunday that was just kind of like goofy and fun, and I was like, okay, maybe we're going to think about that a little bit more before we throw that one back into the mix.
It's like I visualized it this way, but didn't come out.
Yeah,
as
it didn't
I had
didn't exactly
anticipated.
turn out exactly like I thought it would.
Yeah.
But it's
I was particularly, it was a balance
okay.
pose, and like for whatever reason I was like particularly wobbly. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I hope everyone else is okay.
I hope everybody else is not balanced.
Like, yeah, right. It's like the teacher is like can't stay upright.
We have our hard days.
Yeah.
I believe it's hard work for any type of instructor. I mean, I always commend. I mean, Zyra and I do. Anybody who becomes an instructor, whether it's spin or it, hot
just
sculpts
like-
or whatever, it's just so much. I feel like there's a lot of work you got to put into it.
Yeah.
You got to make it fun. You got to make it, like we want people to come back, even the same people. Like we want our class to get full.
Yeah.
For me, it's just I
Absolutely.
admire that for you guys.
You already
Yeah.
took the biggest step, and that's being an instructor. Like,
Yeah.
that's like nobody. It takes a lot. So that's
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, definitely, and like just like plug for the other instructors too. Like I know everybody here puts in a lot of work. Like whether it's just like it seems simple, but like making a playlist for an hour and 15-minute class is harder than it seems.
Yeah.
And so like every time like I'm in a class and they have an awesome playlist, I'm like I know that they've put a lot of work into this.
Yeah.
So like I always tell them like, dude, the music was great, because it's just like,
everything floats
yeah, it may
well.
seem simple. You're just like, I'm just gonna put a bunch of my favorite songs together, but it's like, it's not just that. Like all the classes are like music based. So you really want like your movements to, especially for some like hot sculpt and spin especially. Like those ones are really important, that you're kind of syncing up to the music, because it actually makes the workout easier, because you're like going to the beat.
Yeah.
While you're going through the movements.
I have noticed that.
So,
when
like,
the music
yeah.
does flow, like even your movements are like
Yep.
so
For
much
me,
easier.
that's my
Yeah.
thing. I know I will get a good workout. I don't know about anybody else, but if the music isn't there, for me, it's so hard to get myself motivated and be like, I'm gonna have a good workout. But once the music
Yeah.
is like phenomenal, I'm like, I'm in. I am so in.
Well, I think maybe
Totally.
you should ask that, since we're in the music.
Oh
Yeah. Because before we get.
I was gonna ask. Well, I'm asking you. I should say, what is your go-to song just to get yourself like in the mood to
Yeah.
teach?
That's a tricky question, because I feel like I have the most random taste in music.
What's your taste? I want
I
to
know,
know it
what's
all.
it?
Oh, so I guess right now I'm like really hooked on Teddy Swims. I just saw him this last week.
You went to concert to see him?
He played at the Greek in LA, and
Oh my
man, it was
God.
awesome. He's amazing live, and
I
like yeah.
think he's such a phenomenal
Yeah.
singer. He's on my bucket list.
Yeah, he's got an amazing voice, and I think
Yeah.
like so, like usually when I get to this, I try to, especially on Sundays since there's no class ahead of me, I get to the studio a little early, and I kind of just set up my space, and the speakers are great in there, so I just put on music for myself.
into
So
it.
Nice.
I was
You
playing
get
Teddy
into
Swims
it.
while I'm setting up my mat and stuff.
I love it.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a great show, and that's kind of what I've been really listening to a lot now. I haven't put it into my yoga class because I didn't feel like it blends well. Although I did go to a class, one of Jenny's classes. She played Lose Control, and I was in there like I'm like lose.
Yes. So like maybe like in the beginning when you guys start off like slow.
Yeah.
Or in the end when you do your stretching or whatever, that'd be good
Yeah.
to put in.
Yeah, I think I was trying to use it for a fast flow, and it wasn't the right length or
Yeah.
pace for me. So I was like, okay, maybe one day I'll get it in there.
So
Yeah.
have you noticed like a huge difference of like your playlist, with what's getting everybody like, okay, everybody's into it, or okay, maybe not so much this day?
Yeah, definitely. I think, I mean, to be fair, like I think I've taught a total of less than 10 classes, like full classes. So I try to get feedback from people
Yeah.
every class.
Nice. Okay.
And
And
I
like,
feel like the music from Hot Roots to like Booty Yoga is different too.
yeah,
So
totally.
it has to be like toned down.
Yeah.
Or like.
Yeah, for hot root, that's how I feel like,
Yeah.
because for hot roots, you kind of like the idea is to like start kind of very calm, and then you slowly kind of ramp up the energy, and then you get to your fast flow or your longer flow, where you're at like your peak like high energy song, and then after that you kind of like slowly bring it down.
Yeah.
Maybe you do a couple balance poses or like floor series where you increase the energy again, but like it's like a crescendo, decrescendo.
Yeah.
It goes up and then it kind of
Yeah.
comes back down. Versus like hot roots is like you start kind of slow, just to kind of get everyone warmed up, and then you get into your strength stuff, and it's like
Yes.
all energy, all to the last like 5 minutes where you like go into savasana and your resting poses. So yeah, definitely like, and that's like coming back to like picking like people working really hard on their playlists. I think that's
That's a
that's
challenge.
the challenge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, how long do I need this like chill music for? And sometimes like the other thing is like when you're in the flow, being like, okay, let's just skip this song.
That's what I was
It didn't
Yeah.
work as well as I thought
I
it
have
would.
a question.
Yeah.
So, is there a song that you, when you, is what's your go-to song when you need to relax, but you secretly want to dance to it? Because it is a slower like pace, you know. So,
Mhm.
is there a song that, you know, like just
So like for yoga or just
Yeah.
like in general?
well, it could be for both.
But both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, the funny answer would be I'm a huge Lord of the Rings nerd, so like I have this whole list of like lo-fi Lord of the
You
Rings.
should have a Lord of the
So-
Rings hot roots night.
Yes, I love it.
Should.
You should.
You
I think.
yeah.
should. Even
I
for
think it's so
Halloween.
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
just
I did,
like-
yeah, maybe.
Perfect for October.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a good idea. It's
Oh
coming. I
my
could,
gosh.
because I was thinking just like I love sci-fi and like
Yeah.
fantasy and stuff like that, and there's like tons and there's like tons of like lo-fi for video games
Yeah.
and fantasy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I did think of like making
We're
a
in.
class with that music.
Yes,
All right,
I know,
perfect.
we're
I'll let you
in.
know. We'll throw it up on Instagram to let
Yeah.
everyone know
You
to show
have
up.
to.
Everybody loves a theme class.
Yeah. Mhm.
So
Absolutely.
that would be
Especially
Yeah.
this one.
I
It
do.
takes me a minute. I just be like, I'm going.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I love a theme class. Like you
Yeah.
got me there. Like
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So,
I think for other music, I've been really into like I really been into the Polish Ambassador, Emancipator is always good for like just. There's a lot of good stuff that's either chill or like more upbeat dance.
Yeah.
They have both of them have a bunch of great songs. Who's the other one? Yeah, I usually like that's kind of what I go through, and then I also like I'll put in those like radio on Spotify, and I just
okay.
like there was one day before a class where I just listened to like 3 hours of music to try and pick songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. My other one that I'm trying to work on is I really like a artist called Karangbin, and they do like kind of like it's like rock, but it's a little bit like low, like slow pace.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Like alternative.
Yeah, kind of like alternative
Alternative
rock,
rock,
and then
yeah.
and so I want to do like a guitar music, like something that's like guitar based. So it's a little bit like, so it's not because there's a lot of class, like most of my playlists are like EDM beats, kind of
Yeah.
stuff like that. Some lo-fi. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it'd be kind of fun to have like more acoustic
Cool. I
and
actually
more
can't wait to
acoustic
take a
yoga
class
class.
with
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I love a
yeah. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Wow, I love it.
Sundays at 4:30.
Yes.
I know that was about to ask you. I'm like, when do you teach? Sundays at 4:30. Yes, you did it.
You did it.
Just gotta get the plug in.
It's like, I need to put it in there.
Now, do you only want to do like hot sculpts, or do you want to pursue and do different, like maybe a spin
Yeah.
instructor? I think you'd be a good spin
Yeah.
instructor.
I actually my next one is either spin or hot sculpt.
Oh,
yeah,
you
because
gotta
actually
do
I would really
spin.
love to do spin.
Yeah.
That would be a little bit. I think hot sculpt would be a little easier to go into
Go
because
into
it's
if you're
because I already got the yoga portion,
Yeah.
and then doing just some. There's a ton of awesome instructors that I feel like I could ask for
Yeah.
some advice on like what kind of
You got it.
exercises they like.
Yes.
And start with that. Spin is intimidating because it's like a whole different animal. Like
I just
like riding
But
the
you
bike
like
and yelling and like
intense.
calling out. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think you'd be
Yeah.
great at
Yeah.
it.
I will say like it's funny, like every so often I can ask my wife this, but like I'll be in the car and I'll just be like listening to a song like this would be a great spin song, and I'd be like I'm like
See?
forward,
Yeah.
back, forward.
And now it's like tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, push-ups on the left,
Yeah.
push-ups on the right.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I used to hate spin. And I
That's
think,
what happens to
yeah.
us now.
And now I absolutely love it. I'm like,
I was like, can you
Yeah.
please play this song?
It's so unique. I mean, I've taken spin classes before at other gyms, and like not to like brag on
Oh,
them
of
or
course
anything
not.
like that, but it was like most of them are just like pushing yourself harder, like add more incline, add more resistance, like do a sprint, do this. But like something about like having the rhythm is just so much fun, you know. Like
it's a
I'm
whole club
hooked.
in
I go
there.
at least once a week. Like
Yeah.
sometimes like I get busy and it's hard to I miss the classes, but like yeah, I love to take spin at least once a week because it's so much. It's just fun. It's like
Yeah,
my
it
fun
is.
class. The other ones, if I'm like really like
Yes.
doing like pumping hard, and then like spin is always a good time.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
I think when I first started off with, I was like, what in the name of tarnations?
What is
And
this?
Yeah.
and then slowly I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. Like, yeah, I feel like if my niece could handle it, I'd want to do it every day.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then I literally have to drag this one and be like, just come and do spin with me.
Yeah.
I'll just spin once a week.
Yeah, she'll do it once.
I
a week,
describe it
guys.
as like, it's like going to a club and exercising at the same
Yes,
time.
but that's what it sounds like. You
Yep.
could be doing booty or
Especially
hot
if their
sculpts and you
music is
hear you
so-
guys just, the music's
Yeah.
just blaring.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
like, oh my gosh, their music
Yeah.
sounds like.
It's funny, like sometimes the evening classes you'll be like in your child's pose and it's just like, in about 5 minutes this spin class will end, because it's just
You
like
can
boom,
hear them.
boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Yeah, it's like,
They're like
oh
on
my
their
God.
final sprint where it's like the
Yeah.
most intense part of the class, and you're in the
Yes.
most like low key
Trying
part of the
to-
class trying to relax, and
Cancel that out.
Yep.
Oh my
they're almost done. You just hear from the other room, it's like, you got this, let go. It's a
It
little
really
bit more.
Is a whole different.
It's a club. It's
Mhm.
literally a club.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
the lights, you got everything going. It's
Mhm.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love
Oh
It's
my
great
gosh,
though.
that should be your next go-to.
Yeah, that yeah, we'll see. It's part of it's a little hard with time because I'm already working a
Absolutely.
lot, so
Manifesting
it's like hard
it.
to yeah.
Look at your
Mhm.
candle.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
said
Next year's we'll say spin
Like,
instructor.
yes.
Let's put that on your
Yeah,
camera.
Yes.
I have to ask the curious question I had for the other instructors is whether they have a bike at home, because I don't have like a stationary bike, or whether maybe they come here and practice or something.
Yeah.
Because that would be the hard part for me, is like I practice my yoga classes before I teach them most of the time.
Great.
Yeah.
So, but I could do that at home easily.
Yeah.
Versus like if I don't have a bike, I'm like, well, how would I practice
I know
the
there's some
timing?
that do
That's
have,
You know?
yeah, they
Yeah.
have a bike.
at
So
home.
I'll have to ask one of
Or
them and
if
see.
not, yeah, they come here. Like there's quite a few instructors that come in
Yeah, they
and
come in
practice for a
practice.
little bit
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. That'd probably be me living here if I was a spin instructor. Just to make sure I get everything right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You said you've done a total of 10 classes so far.
I think something like that.
Okay.
It might be a little less.
How
but
would
yeah.
you describe
'Cause
in
I've
3
subbed a couple.
words your class?
So, I think it's stretching, followed by work, followed by rest, or recovery.
Recovery.
My goal is kind of to, because since I'm at the end of the week, or maybe the beginning of some people's week, I think it should be kind of a little bit more laid back,
Yeah.
because I think a lot of people go really hard during the week. If you're taking Level Up or you're taking Rhythm Fit or those classes. So I try to, like, whatever I'm feeling sore at the end of the week is what I put into my class. Like this
Okay.
week, like Level Up started doing leg day again, so I did like hips and back, because that's where I was feeling super
gosh.
sore.
I
And the
honestly
week
feel
before
like-
it was chest openers, because
I
it was a
feel like
lot of upper body.
people struggle with the hips
Mhm.
and
Yeah, absolutely.
that is actually good to know that you
Yeah.
focus on stuff like
Yeah.
And it's a
And
good
if I
way
can,
to
yeah.
start your week, like you said on
Absolutely.
Sunday.
Yeah, so I
With
think
a good
like
stretch.
yeah, it's in the
Center
evening.
yourself.
You know, hopefully people can just go home and just chill after that. They don't have much else to do. Like that's it's kind of the end of the weekend. So like yeah, hopefully people can just kind of go home and be relaxed and start their week
Well,
on a
the
good
times
foot.
that I've done the hot weeks on Sundays and I've gone home, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go to sleep now.
Yeah,
I actually
It's
do
only
sleep
like
like a
6
baby.
o'clock.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm
Actually, yeah.
ready.
Agreed.
Every Sunday I sleep great.
I believe it.
Which is
Yeah.
funny because like I think like when you during the week you feel like you get the Sunday scaries. You're like, oh man, I gotta work tomorrow. But it's just like, or like this weekend we were just doing like some home projects and we were just working really hard all day.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I got to yoga. I'm like, I don't have to think about anything for an
Yeah.
hour. It's like,
Yeah.
this is great. All I have to do is breathe for an hour
Yeah.
and maybe move
And
my body a little bit
stretch for
too.
an
Yeah.
hour, yeah.
hmm Yeah, and it's like, I want people to get a good workout too,
Yeah.
but we do, we kind of want it to be like sandwiched by like good stretching so you warm up well, and then good recovery so you're ready to go for the next week. Yeah, yeah, that's the goal.
I know,
Yeah,
I need to
little
get myself
refine it
there
each
on
time.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I will get there. I'm getting there.
Yeah, it's
I'm getting
yeah,
there.
it's good. I think it's a hard time. Like, I mean, for us, like we like to meal prep on Sundays, so we
Yeah.
kind of have to switch the timing a little bit
Yeah.
sometimes to kind of get everything in. So I
Actually, meal
understand.
prepping,
Yeah,
that's a lot of work.
yeah,
Yeah, high five
Yeah.
to you guys.
yeah.
I try and it's just really worked out in my favor.
Yeah, I think it's really helpful because
Yeah.
like, so when I'm talking to my patients about diet, I try to recommend that, because for me personally, I know like if I have to cook, especially like if I get home late, it's like 6:30 already, and it's going to take me an hour or even like 45 minutes to make food. I'm probably gonna go get something to eat.
Yeah.
I'll go eat
Yeah,
out
yeah,
or
you're
eat, or
right.
eat something less healthy.
Yeah,
So
that is so true because you're
if
just
you
so
plan
And
hungry.
then
ahead, yeah.
you end up cooking something and it's already 8, 9 o'clock and it's already late.
Yeah, and then it's really not good to eat so late before bed, like
Yeah.
have a big meal like right
Yeah.
before you go. Like for
Mhm.
me personally, I can't sleep if I eat dinner late. I just like I feel like I digest it and that all turns into energy and I'm just sitting there looking
You're
up. I'm
like,
like,
oh my gosh, how do I go to sleep?
yeah, right, exactly. And I just lay there in bed for an
Well,
hour.
maybe that's what I need to put on my
Yeah.
list to work on. Meal
You could
prep
always do like
because-
maybe one meal, like
Yeah.
lunch or just dinner or something like that. Like something so you don't have to, because like I think it's a lot of work in the like when you're doing it, but then like the rest of the week, then you have like you free up like
Yeah.
hours of time.
Not just that, you don't have to do dishes.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly.
The dishes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's another good
That's
point.
the-
Yeah. Yeah, and I have to
Okay.
give my wife credit for this because she like does a lot of the planning
Oh,
and like a lot of
nice.
times if I'm really busy, she'll take care of the meal
It's a
prep.
balance,
So yeah,
teamwork.
but I try to
yeah.
help her out because it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
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 So do
I'm
you
the
guys
vegetable
do, like,
chopper.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, or like do you just do the basic?
Yeah. Oh, so like this week we did. Yeah, we have like every meal prepped for 6 days. We've kind of found the sweet spot
Wow.
because like if you do for too long, then like by the end of the week it's not good anymore. Like
Yeah,
we've had
yeah.
some stuff go bad, and it's like it's only been like 3 days, so it seems weird. But like
Yeah.
other stuff, like
I think it just
things like
depends what
that.
you're cooking, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
Yeah. So like this week we did all 3 meals. Like
Nice.
yeah, so we're like
That's
good to
a-
go.
That's seriously a lot of
Yeah.
work, but yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I would want to try that.
It's
Change
good.
it
Yeah.
up.
Hmm.
Because I feel like I always end up cooking late and it's already 8:30 and I'm having my dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She'll do a late classes though.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm
That's
like,
that's the other thing. Like yeah, I like doing yoga on Tuesday or Thursday, and the class starts at 6:30. It's an
Yeah.
hour and 15 minutes. So by the time I get home, it's 8 o'clock most of
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
like,
So
oh, I
I'm
want
like,
food.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like if you have to like make something now, like most of the time, like before we were doing like really consistent meal prep, it would basically be like a protein shake because I'm
Yeah.
like I
It's
don't have
already
time to
made.
make anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just
so
I'm
true.
gonna
That's
just
the
have
go-to.
that basically.
Yeah.
Protein shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, how do you maintain a work life and balance while teaching? Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely become a challenge, and that's probably one of the main reasons like why I haven't really sought out teaching more classes
Okay.
is because like I said, like I work a lot, so it's
Okay.
hard
yeah,
to like
you still have your 9 to 5
yeah,
job.
exactly. So
That
it's
makes
hard
sense,
to I
yeah.
want to spend time with my wife and
Yeah.
Balance.
go out and do stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I think like knowing that I'm going to teach the same class like every week helps because I'm like, okay, well 4:30, we have Saturday free. I did adjust my workout schedule because I used to come like either Saturday or Sunday depending on what we were doing.
Yeah.
And now I don't really do that as much because so I
You're
put it
really
all
here.
during the week
Yeah.
and then I come here on Sunday to teach.
Oh, perfect.
So that just becomes part of my routine,
Routine,
instead of like
yeah.
adding another workout class unless it's something I really wanted to do.
to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's-
then you and your wife stay active too, like during the weekends. You guys do
Yeah.
hikes. And
Yeah.
You
with
guys
your
Yeah, we like to
dogs
go
and
hiking.
Oh
everything.
my god.
Yeah, we've been going
that's
up
beautiful.
to Lake Gregory a lot
Yeah.
because it's close and it's nice to be near the water and
You
just,
just have like
it's an easy
3
hike.
pets, right?
Oh yeah, we have 4 dogs.
Four
yeah,
You have
dogs.
four
so-
dogs?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You guys
2 of them
very
are kind of
handsome.
older, and
Yeah.
then the two younger ones.
I
Like,
have
so.
my one, and to me, I feel like she's a handful. And she's an indoor dog, and she's a part pit and Great Dane,
Hmm.
but she's just, I feel like so needy.
Yeah, our poodle
And you
has
have
a lot of
4.
energy.
Yeah, and you have 4. Oh my god, it's,
Oh my
and you
God.
guys have a
They-
busy
yeah.
schedule.
They see me putting on my shoes and they like run over. They're
They're
like,
like,
"Let's
"You
go!"
were
And I'm
right."
like, "Well, I'm not going
I'm
to.
not taking
no.
you.
You guys have to stay here.
I'm leaving.
I'm just going to work."
Poor
Aw,
babies.
Yeah.
so cute.
But that's been fun. We kind of like actually, I mean, kind of similar to like just sometimes we just kind of pick something to do and try to put effort into doing it. So like Jess was like, "Oh, I really want to go hiking more. Just get out in nature."
Yeah,
Um,
that's nice.
and sometimes during the summer it's really hard because it gets so hot. In the
Not
middle of
just
the
that,
day.
There's snakes.
Yeah.
They come out.
Yeah, literally.
There's no
Yeah,
snakes.
we went hiking with some people from the gym, and we're like, look, there's a rattlesnake. This is like we went early to try and miss the hot
Yeah.
sun, and I'm just walking by a rock, and it's like probably like right next to my head right
Yep.
here, and then I just turn, and I just see it like this like I haven't seen any bigger rattlesnakes, so I'm going to call it a big rattlesnake. And it was just coiled up and kind of just chilling. I mean, honestly, it was just catching some rays, just
Yeah.
like we were.
It was still frozen.
But yeah,
was
it was
still
just
trying to
warming up
get
in the
warm.
sun, and we were all like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, there's a snake right there!" And then we keep walking, and Chris is like, "There's another snake." So
Oh
it's
my
just,
God.
so it's kind of cool. Yeah.
I think when I did go with Chris and Zyra,
Mhm.
my biggest fear was like, okay, it's still
Yeah.
fresh, it's not as cold, but I would see holes. I'm like, please don't be a snake.
Yeah.
Please,
Or even
please.
when you're crawling and there's holes,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yes,
don't
I
put
was
Yeah.
your
I
hand
freaked
right
out.
there.
I think, I mean, realistically, they're not going to just like jump out and
Yeah,
attack
yeah.
you. Like, I mean, I think
Just trying
the
to get
baby
warm.
ones are a little bit more like easy
They're mostly
to.
like gardener snakes, right?
Yeah, well, more poisonous. Garter snake, I think they're really small.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually garter snakes are
These
usually pretty small.
rattlesnakes.
Yeah, this one probably we saw one that was like about that long probably.
Nope.
And yeah,
He's like,
but
"Where am I
they just like as soon
going?"
as we like walked by it, he was just going the opposite direction. We're like, yeah, you go your way, we'll go our way. You know, no one
And I think
no
it's
one
still
bothers each
too
other.
early, like they were
Yeah.
still trying to.
Right, they're not
warm
like
up to
fully
it.
awake. So
Yeah.
unless you
They
like,
just
I
need
think
to
the
be
only
out
thing
and
would be
I'm gonna
like if
freak
you
out.
stepped on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like if
Oh.
you accidentally stepped on one, then
Yeah.
they would probably like snap at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow, thank you. Okay.
yeah. But
How do you keep a hot sculpt class engaging and motivating, especially when you have participants that maybe could start or become fatigued?
yeah, so
Unless that hasn't happened yet.
no, I mean definitely because we generally have at least like one new person in the class, which is
Okay.
cool. You know, people bringing their friends or someone
Yeah.
who's found the gym somehow. So I think the important thing, and I'll be honest, like as an instructor, it's probably the hardest thing when you're like thinking about your flow, and and then also you have to check around the room to make sure people aren't like, you know, falling or you know. So I think the ideal is like you want to like you can use the mirror to kind of like peek around the room and see how people are doing. So I try to watch and see like if I'm going too fast, or like I try to like see where especially my first timers or new people,
Yes.
or if they're new to yoga, because like maybe
Yeah.
people have been coming to the gym but they've never done hot yoga before. I try to keep an eye on them just to see where they're at, and if they're like if it looks like they're having trouble getting through it, then I'll slow down a little bit, just
Okay,
because
okay.
the class is following me more or less,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know. So if I'm like, oh, we could take an extra breath here, or we can, you know, walk out your dog or something like that, just to give people an extra moment to breathe, or yeah, especially
Yes.
yeah. And sometimes like especially when the class is really full too, it also gets really humid. So it's not just the heat, but like
agreed.
when the classes, I've noticed this in rhythm fit a lot too, because the rhythm fit classes
100%.
are always really full, and there's
intense.
hit going on. Like someone's always doing a hit workout during rhythm fit, and that class it'll be like you can cut through the humidity with a knife. It's like it gets intense. I had to like recently I had to like step out and go into the back room just to get a couple breaths. So you try to keep that in mind. Like on the really hot days during the summer, I was opening the door like 2 or 3 times during the class
Okay.
to just kind of air it out a little bit.
Yeah, it
Or
does
I've
help.
added in an extra break where you
Yeah.
know when it gets a little cooler, then I probably will take some of those breaks out so that
Yeah.
you get
Anything we're
you
gonna
stay in
enjoy.
the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hot rooms. I like the hot rooms classes during winter, fall, because it's like
I mean, I do like it
Yeah.
in general, but I'm still looking forward for the heat to go away and just enjoy the
when it's
coolness.
115 outside and it's 100 in the room.
Agreed.
It
Yeah.
always gets to like
Or, yeah.
105.
hmm
And
But quick
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
as soon as the
quick.
class starts, yeah, it feels like it gets hotter really fast. But that's also what I like about it too, because like I said, I've done a lot of yoga, but I feel like one of the big differences with the hot room is just that you don't feel as sore like when you finish.
Yeah.
And I think the heat, like since your muscles start warm, like you feel really relaxed when you're
Yeah.
done too. And I
I
always
do.
enjoyed that since I started it.
I do agree with you on that, but then you start cooling off, and then all the aches.
Yeah, that's true.
That's when I'm like, oh, I need a stretch.
Yeah. I've had many a day where I woke up the next day and I'm like, oh, like why am I sore? It was just yoga.
It's just yoga.
Yes.
Like it must have
So
been a
I
good
feel with
flow.
hot roots too,
Yeah.
since I don't do it all the time. But the days that I do it, I'm like, oh, I like
Yeah.
it's sore,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
just the stretching and like
Yeah.
everything's so controlled.
There's a lot of and there's a lot of muscles you use that you don't really use when you're especially if you're weightlifting. You know, you'll do like a bicep curl. It's a really static exercise. You're basically flexing just this muscle,
Yeah.
versus like
Yes.
when you're holding a warrior two, like you're flexing your shoulders, you're flexing your biceps, you might be flexing your fingers, and then your whole lower body. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you're like kind of unconsciously working a lot of different muscle groups without realizing it, and so
And
that's
just
why you
trying to
maybe
stay
wake up a little bit.
balanced.
Yeah,
Because I
even
have
just
my moments
exactly.
where I'm
Yeah.
like wobbling. I'm like, why?
Yeah, it seems
Why?
like you're like, I don't have weights or anything, but even just like standing in like crescent lunge is a good
Yes.
example. Like holding a crescent lunge for like 5 minutes is actually difficult because your legs will start to get tired, especially if you're trying to get lower each time.
Yes.
So, and you flow through that a couple times. So yeah, it's like
I hear you.
it's different than just doing like a regular lunge.
Yes. I
Mhm.
agree.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think just coming back to the question really quick to finish the thought, yeah, I do try to like keep an eye on people, and I think walking around the room is good too. Try to jump in next to people, and so
You
if
know
it's not
what?
as busy, you can kind of jump in and do the
Yeah, I
pose next to
actually
them.
like that so much that I
Mhm.
know a lot of people have their, obviously everybody has pros and cons about it, right?
Yeah.
But I like it just because sometimes I don't know if I'm doing a certain position correctly. So when I see, instructors walk around and correcting, I love it.
Mhm.
Or even if you
Yeah.
come by and like go like this, it's just the encouragement, the motivation that goes into it. I'm like, oh, I actually like that.
Yeah, yeah, they should. It's good to try and like, and then they're like right next to you, and they feel like
Yes.
it's brings more engagement into the class.
It does.
And I think like sometimes people tend to like I was joking. I said like for one of my classes recently, like the instructor mat area is like right in the middle of the class, and there's just like this bubble around me where there's no one. And they're like all on the edges and in the back of the
We're all
room, and I'm
scared
like,
to come closer.
like
I was like, is it me?
I don't
I was like,
smell.
"Can you
Wait, I
guys-"
don't sweat that much.
yeah.
I was like, just come
But
closer.
yeah, I think it's intimidating for a
It
lot of people to like
is.
go into the front or even in like near the instructor. But like, so I think like kind of jumping around the room and just like hopefully that takes away some of the intimidation.
Yeah.
That like
That's a good point.
we're just like
Yeah.
we're all doing this together. No one's
Yeah.
perfect. It's just
Yes.
for fun. Maybe get a
Yeah.
little workout at the same time.
I agree.
You know,
So I don't
if you're
sit
not
by the
having fun,
instructors.
yeah.
I love the.
She'll sit by and
Yeah.
like for
But
instance
that
with
for
Carla.
me, I love that. Well, with anybody, I'll do it. But I feel like I could watch them and then
Mhm.
follow the movement even better
Yeah.
because I have the mirror and then I have them next to me,
Mhm.
and I love it. Like I feel like I learn more like that too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a little hard being right up front because I'm very tall and I feel like I've bumped my head against the mirror or I get really
But
close.
you're not the only
I see
one.
my face like really close to
You're
the mirror.
touching
Yeah,
the mirror.
yeah. I'll have to step back because we'll do like a extended side angle or
Yeah.
something, and I'm like high-fiving myself in the mirror.
you should.
Yeah.
High five. Good
Doing
job.
great, man. You're doing
You're
great.
talking to yourself.
That's true.
That's nice. That's
Gotta
so
hype them
cool.
up. Gotta hype myself up too. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, you
Yes.
got
Hype
this.
yourself.
You're like, oh, thanks. No, I was talking to me. Yeah, I mean, you guys got this too, but
That's what
also
next,
me.
Next time we see her, I was like, are you talking to yourself?
But you have to though. That's what I wanted to know. Like, what is it that keeps you like? Because
Yeah.
sometimes we have our days where like, oh man, I don't feel it. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, what is it? What gets you going? Like, how do you
Yeah.
pump yourself up?
Yeah, I think I mean, good music always works.
Agreed.
That's always a good
Lord
start.
of the Rings.
Good
Music.
starting point. Yeah,
Lord of the
right.
Yes.
Lord of
Yeah.
the Rings, please.
Yeah,
You need to have that theme.
yeah, I will do that. I'll definitely. I'm
October's
gonna do.
coming,
Yeah,
and
October. We'll look out for the Halloween
Have
class.
everybody come in with wizard
You know what you need
hats
to do
and-
too? I really like that idea. You really need to do it. Yeah, you really
Where
need
my
to.
hobbits at?
Yes!
Yes,
Yes!
see?
Oh my god. He
You-
thought about it already.
Oh yeah.
It's like, all
He's
right,
like,
I got it.
I
I'm
want
in.
it. Yes.
But
Yep.
just also to post yourself, let everybody know like, hey, 4:30 on Sundays,
Mhm.
come
Yes.
join me.
Yeah.
Put yourself out there.
Yeah. I've been trying to do that to just kind of
Yeah.
get people like to know about my class a little
Yeah.
bit because it's hard. Like I think people like I said, people sign up for the week classes and then
Yeah.
they like not looking at the weekend or they're busy or something.
Yeah.
Like
I think
that,
it's very hard. Like I'm telling you, I commend you because anybody who's new, a new instructor, people
Mhm.
just were like, okay, you're new, we're not ready.
Mhm.
But it's
Yeah.
like I've been just so awed by interviewing, especially the new instructors, their story, how they see things, and it's like
Mhm.
It's not-
you got to put yourself out there and just
Yeah.
be like, hey, come and join me for a great time.
Mhm.
You got it.
I think the first class was really intimidating, and then like after I got that out of the way,
You're like,
every other class has been really fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
it's like not everything has been perfect. Like
Of
I know
course.
there's always things that I've made little mistakes on.
But you
And
learn.
Yeah, but you learn,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, I need to change that next time, or
Mhm.
and I think it's exciting. You know, it's fun. I think I just try to have fun with it, and I try to think about it as being fun. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, I
and then
love
that makes
You
it
have
less
to.
intimidating. You know,
It does.
because it is fun to see people come back, and that means that you must be doing something right if they keep coming to your class.
Agree.
So yeah, I think that's yeah.
Well, is there anything that you would like to share, a quote, anything to end the podcast?
Well, I think what I talk about, I think probably most in my class, is that every time you do something, you grow a little bit more. So I think if you have that mindset that you're here to learn, to have fun, to just maybe get a little bit stronger, or maybe just grow a little bit more, then you've achieved your goal. You know, whether or not you get everything perfect is not the point. You know,
Yeah.
the point is just to do something to grow yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
agree.
love that.
So
Nice. Well, don't forget to join him
Sundays.
Sundays, 4:30.
Yes.
Lord of the
Thank
Rings,
you. Yay!
lo-fi
October
yoga
coming up,
sesh coming up
everybody.
soon.
Look
October is
out.
coming fast.
Yes.